of mine, no, both of us came to the conclusion that we could either create a foundation and just focus on the things that we feel really passionate about, or we could try to look at all of the symptoms of what the world is dealing with, and can we trace those back to a root cause, an ultimate problem that needs to be solved, that perhaps is on the face of it unsolvable because of the power behind it. That's how we ended up with the online world in the digital space. It wasn't something that was sexy. It wasn't something that we were necessarily passionate about. But it became very, very clear to us very quickly, speaking to a lot of experts, that for all the work that we collectively are doing and all the progress that we're achieving, that if the digital world is not done responsibly, that it's going to turn back that progress. And we see it now, especially with climate change. So that became a focus. And then we started to meet a lot of parents who had lost their kids to social media, majority through suicide. And that's when it started to really make sense for us. And going back to your initial question, one of the pieces to why the digital world was so important to us is because my wife in 2018 was the most trolled person in the world. So there was a lived experience in that, but at no point did we suddenly think, okay, well, let's go and let's take this industry on. But now we've created a fantastic platform through the Parents Network for parents all over the US and Canada and the UK as well, to be able to share their stories and share their lived experiences in the hope that less parents are affected by social media.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your vision for...
We realized that quite some time ago. And I think in today's world, it's quite easy to be able to abandon your values because some people are proving that it's easier to get to the top by, lying. I'm sure the fall from that is quite monumental. But my wife said to me very early on in our relationship, if you live your life by truth, it's the most efficient way to live. And I'm sharing this with you. So yes, we will continue to live our life by truth, and we will continue to stand up for what we believe in, the difference between right and wrong. And almost like, especially when it comes to mental health, I find it fascinating that when you are in a position similar to mine, if you do speak up, that the people in those positions of power, in the media, whatever, that criticize you, thinking that they're going to silence you, clearly don't realize that the importance of the fact that if they do try to criticize you and silence you, there is a need and a desire to continue to speak more. Also, everybody in this room, we know that if you come out and speak about some of your lived experiences, that someone out there, or a group of people, or thousands or millions of people, can somehow relate to part of your story, and you may be able to change their life.
Prince Harry's dialogue at the Nexus Global Summit reflected his deep commitment to social impact and collective action. Speaking with Rachel Gerrell, the co-founder and CEO of Nexus, he emphasized the importance of harnessing the power of community to drive meaningful change. Throughout the conversation, Harry's words exuded a sense of urgency and optimism, underscoring the belief that together we have the ability to build a better tomorrow. His eloquence and passion shone through as he shared personal anecdotes and insights, inspiring the audience to consider their own roles in shaping a more equitable and sustainable future. Prince Harry at the Nexus Global Summit. The Nexus Global Summit, a prestigious gathering of world leaders, philanthropists, and social innovators, was the backdrop for a captivating conversation between Prince Harry and Rachel Gerrell, the co-founder and CEO of Nexus. This esteemed event, known for its commitment to driving positive change and fostering collaboration, provided the perfect stage for the Duke of Sussex to share his insights on the power of service, the importance of impact, and the transformative potential of collective action. Prince Harry's journey. Prince Harry's early life was shaped by the unique circumstances of being a member of the British royal family. Born into a life of privilege, he navigated the challenges of growing up in the public eye, even as he sought to forge his own path. His military service, marked by 2 tours of duty in Afghanistan, demonstrated his dedication to duty and his desire to make a tangible difference in the world. Since then, Prince Harry has transitioned into a role as a passionate advocate, using his platform to champion causes close to his heart, from mental health awareness to environmental conservation. His journey has been one of finding purpose and using his voice to inspire positive change, as evidenced by his recent appearance at the Nexus Global Summit, where he engaged in a thought-provoking discussion on service, impact, and collective action. The transformative power of service. Service is not merely an act, but a way of life that can profoundly transform individuals, communities, and the world at large. By dedicating ourselves to serving others, we unlock the true essence of our humanity, cultivating empathy, compassion, and a deeper understanding of the world around us. This spirit of service is particularly vital for the younger generation, who hold the power to shape the future and inspire change. When we lead by example and engage in service, we not only uplift those in need, but also ignite a ripple effect, motivating others to follow suit and contribute their own unique gifts to the betterment of society. Service is not a choice, but a calling, one that has the power to unite us, bridge divides, and create a more just, equitable, and harmonious world. Building Tomorrow really starts with a conversation on service, impact, and collective action with Prince Harry. The power of collective action is, well, simply undeniable when it comes to addressing the global challenges we face. By empowering individuals to make a difference, we can foster a culture of social responsibility that transcends borders and unites people around shared goals. When we work together, pooling our resources, ideas, and passions, we unlock the potential to create lasting, meaningful change. This collaborative spirit is what drives the Nexus community, and it's a philosophy that Prince Harry has long championed, recognizing that our individual actions, multiplied by the actions of many, can transform our world. Prince Harry has long been a passionate advocate for environmental causes, using his global platform to shine a light on the urgent need for sustainable solutions. At the Nexus Global Summit, he engaged in a thought-provoking discussion with Rachel Gerrell, co-founder and CEO of Nexus, on the power of collective action to build a greener, more resilient future. Emphasizing the crucial role of youth in environmental stewardship, Harry emphasized the importance of innovative approaches that empower communities to take charge of their own sustainability initiatives. With his signature blend of empathy and pragmatism, the Prince articulated a compelling vision for a world where human ingenuity and ecological preservation go hand in hand, inspiring the next generation of leaders to join the fight for a healthier planet. Prince Harry's commitment to mental health advocacy shines through his thoughtful words and actions. Recognizing the critical need to destigmatize discussions around emotional well-being, he has, leveraged his global platform to promote resilience and encourage open dialogues. By sharing his own personal experiences, the Prince has inspired others to prioritize their mental health, fostering a culture of understanding and empathy. Through innovative initiatives and collaborative partnerships, he continues to drive meaningful change, ensuring that mental health remains a top priority on the international agenda. Prince Harry has long been dedicated to leveraging his platform for positive social change. Through his philanthropic initiatives, he has collaborated with a diverse array of organizations and leaders, mobilizing resources to drive meaningful impact around the world. At the Nexus Global Summit, he engaged in a thought-provoking conversation with Rachel Gerrell, co-founder and CEO of Nexus, about the power of collective action and the importance of using one's voice and influence to address pressing global challenges. Harry's unwavering commitment to service and social justice shines through as he shares his insights on how individuals and institutions can work together to build a more just, equitable, and sustainable future. The Nexus community is a vibrant network of social entrepreneurs, changemakers, and forward-thinking leaders who are dedicated to driving positive change. By fostering cross-sector collaboration, Nexus empowers this next generation of innovators, providing them with the resources, connections and platforms they need to amplify their impact. Through events like the Nexus Global Summit, members come together to share ideas, forge new partnerships, and collectively tackle the world's most pressing challenges. It is a dynamic ecosystem where visionaries and disruptors converge, unlocking the potential for transformative solutions that can improve lives and create a more sustainable future. Prince Harry's closing remarks struck a stirring chord, urging the audience to channel their passion and resources into creating tangible, positive change. With a sense of urgency and resolve, he reminded us that the challenges facing our world require a unified effort, one where each of us plays a vital role in building a more just, equitable and sustainable future. His call to action inspired a renewed sense of purpose, challenging us to move beyond mere rhetoric and put our words into meaningful, collaborative action. As we leave this summit, let us remember that the path forward is paved not by individual accolades, but by the collective impact of compassionate individuals who dare to dream of a better tomorrow and have the courage to make it a reality.